Let's go. I need another beer. Why not deconstruct the cart? Because I think there's another crypt up here somewhere. Oh, wait, maybe there isn't. But I'll probably be back up here later. Yeah. In case I am, I wanted to have something here. Why not? Many people want to be a movie star, but only a small percentage become big. The odds are a bit better with streaming. That's true. That's very true. Also, again, like, the thing that's important to mention is being a movie star is a very railroaded profession. You need to know the right agent. You need to know the right person. You need to, like, there's a lot of things about, because you need to be discovered, as it's called. You know, there's a lot of things that a normal person may not have access to. A lot of people moved, like California or big areas. With streaming, you can literally come up with a great idea and do it all from your bedroom. Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, it's really, it's very, there's a lot of advantages if you're trying to make it on streaming. I would personally rather watch a streamer than stream myself. And that's okay, dude. Streaming is not for everybody. Streaming is not for everybody. Dude, a little bit of real talk here. I made a tweet this morning in reference to what I'm about to talk about. I was watching, I was looking at the live things. Not live things, probably not the best way to say it. I have lists on Twitch, and one of the lists is just the top streamers in every category all across Twitch. And I flipped up that list, and I was just getting ready for the stream in the morning, and I picked a stream that was huge at the time, had like 60,000 viewers, and they were playing Rust. And I was like, oh, cool, a big Rust stream. Let me see what's going on in Rust, because I haven't played that in forever, and let's see what's going on. So as I drop in, it's this girl that's ending her stream, and she is looking for somebody to raid, and it's super, everything. She's really happy. Chat's happy. It's very positive. She's obviously a great girl, and she was like, let's find somebody, be kind to this person. We're gonna make a day. This is gonna be awesome. Like, remember guys, be kind to this person. Good vibes. Let's go. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. This girl is doing a great thing. This girl's doing an awesome thing. Good for her. She raids this person, and I'm like, oh, let me see who this person is. I go into this stream, and for the next 5 minutes, I watch this guy regret that he got raided, literally take himself off camera, say multiple times how much he didn't wish he was raided, talk about how nervous he was, like he clearly hated it, and it was a really bad, it looked like he was having a miserable time. It almost looked like he felt like he was trapped in staying online, and he wanted nothing more than to get off. He kept talking about how uncomfortable he was, how he didn't feel good about it. Like, it was super anxiety inducing. He clearly was like completely overwhelmed. And it was really interesting, because I was sitting there going like, and what inspired my tweet, it's basically what inspired my tweet, because I basically talked about how, like, streamers should be able to flag if they want a big streamer to raid them, because, like, it's so clear that this dude was not ready for it. And he just kind of crumbled. He crumbled under the pressure. He completely crumbled. He stopped playing the game he was playing. His friends that he was playing with were like coaching him to be okay, like take deep breaths. It was really unfortunate. So, it's interesting that we're sitting here and we're talking about, like the 1% make it, and you got to shoot your shot and stuff. And it's like, those are the times when if you're ready for that, if you're mentally prepared for it, even if it never happens, if you expect it, if you use those situations to make your own luck, that's how someone can like really make it big on Twitch. Like, I hate to say it, but that dude had a once in a lifetime opportunity. And it's like, if he had been ready for that, if he had been the kind of person that could have taken that opportunity of 40,000+ people who are trying to be nice, who are trying to be good, who are sending him follows, who are giving him that huge chance. Like, because he wasn't really ready for that, that's just a completely missed opportunity. And instead, it became something, to be blunt, that was really uncomfortable to watch. And not because he was wrong or bad, it's because he wasn't in the position to want that, you know? It's zero into, it's like, this is nothing bad about that guy. This is just a dude that was playing a game with some friends, and then all of a sudden, like, this huge influx of completely overwhelming amount of people dumped on him. So yeah, it's stuff like that, dude. It's stuff like that. So, oh no, I'm not giving out any names or anything, and I don't plan to. No, this has nothing to do with the people involved. I'm using this as an example of what we're talking about right now. This is not a person thing. This is a situation thing. Yeah. So anyway, just to kind of go back to it, like, if you're a person who's trying to start streaming and you're serious about it, be ready for that. What are you going to do if 40,000 people show up in your channel? Do you know how to immediately turn off your follow notification? Are you ready to talk to them? Are you ready to do something with that? Like, thinking about that kind of thing can turn a situation from uncomfortable to watch into what makes you big on Twitch. So I mean, like, that's one of those things, man. That's one of those things. For sure. So anyway, this stuff's really interesting to talk about because, like, there's no other thing like Twitch than this kind of stuff. It's super interesting, man. Like, it's you know, having this information beforehand can literally make careers. I kid you not, it can make careers. It can make a future. The future of their life can be dictated by if they're streaming and if they know how to handle that kind of thing. It's wild. How did you react when Summon raided you? Back in the day, Summit 1G was the first big person to raid me, and I was ready. Absolutely. Of course, I was freaking out and everything, but hell yeah, dude. I ate that up. I started introducing myself. I started talking about the channel. I started talking about my schedule and what I did and why they should stick around. Like, oh hell yeah, dude. Like the second that happened, I was like, oh dude, this might be the only time this is ever gonna happen. So like, that's shooting your shot, dude. So yeah, that was super cool of him. He was actually the first major streamer to ever raid me with Summit, and I think it was just because one of his mods watched me and like happened to throw my name in the ring at the end of one of his streams. It was super cool, man. But yeah, I couldn't recommend more. Elsperix says Summit watches Cohh. No, I don't think Summit watches me. I think one of his mods, like, he asked. Summit is super cool because he raids a lot of streamers, and one of the things he does is he asks his mods, who should I raid? And one of his mods at the time was a regular in my channel, so he suggested that, and that was pretty cool. Yeah. Summit's a good guy. He has some pretty hot takes, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I think at heart his head's in the right place for sure. And he's one of the best skilled streamers on Twitch by far in terms of skills and stuff. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good at punching webcams. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Hot takes like walking into a molly. I didn't say it. Well, yes, I did, but you're the one that brought it up, so don't look at me like that. Yeah. Okay. Let's kind of maneuver into our base here a bit. No, I like Summit. I look into stream a lot, actually. He's good. He's a good dude. I think we're gonna go ahead and eat here. That awkward moment you get all the way back to your base and first realize you're on the wrong side of it because of the mist, And second, realize that you haven't used your wind buff at all. Granted, the wind has been with us the whole time, so it's not that big of a deal, but pretty derpy. Is this an even bigger boat? This is the biggest boat. This is the long boat, the T3 boat, it's called. Yeah. Haha! Using the buff. All right. God, that is the most depressing buff. Even in death, motor still cries. Oh. Okay. Thanks for... Oh, should I not use the power? Am I an asshole now? Interesting. Let's go over here. Motor means mother in Swedish. Yeah, she's the Drake mother. Yep. All the little drakes are dudes, and then she's like the queen bee. Mm-hmm. I gotta build some buoys or something. These misty days, man. All right. Going back? We doing this? I can't wait to finish this dock and make it so I can just kind of like flop myself into it. Is that a phrasing moment? No, it's not. Okay. I think we're good. Is it? Maybe a little. I need a lighthouse. I kind of have one, but I see what you're saying. Yeah. Is that my hammer? That's my hammer. Thanks for the tip, Cohh. I bought Pathfinder Kingmaker today and played it for 3 hours straight. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome, man. Pathfinder Kingmaker is a fantastic game. You enjoy it, my dude. And you're getting ready for Wrath of the Righteous, which is shaping up to be awesome. Mm-hmm. Okay. Boom. Beauteous. Okay, our stamina's like full. I'm gonna try to do this. Don't you go nowhere. Where'd you going? Okay, let's actually, we gotta unload first. Mm-hmm. You. And I guess we need a new trophies thing. Yeah, trophies 3. Boom. You there. You stat. What are you guys? Nah. Get out of here. We got some coal. Ancient wood. Got some more money, buddy. Give me the money, buddy. There we go. What do I see the devs adding this game? Oh, check out the roadmap. There's a full roadmap. Mm-hmm. You left the boat running? I did. What's the one-hand weapon I use? That's the Frostner. Yep. Yeah, Braveheart. Apparently there is a bug with that. We don't really know too many details, unfortunately, but there does seem to be a bug with disappearing corpses. Absolutely sucks, dude. That is many irons. I am pleased with this. I am pleased with the many. Is there a creature in here? I hear something. I'll put this away. We gotta go get more meat, and we gotta get more of the cloud things. Wow. Wow. We are full on that. Well. Just making more bread, boys. Can you talk about the value and consistency and having a support structure? Oh, wait, play Binosh. I can't tell after your earlier comment if you're just trolling me or no, you aren't. Oh, you're talking about in streaming. Oh. Well, absolutely. I mean, we've kind of moved on, but I will absolutely say about streaming, consistency is one of the most important things you can do, especially establishing a schedule that works for you. And also having a support structure and trying not to do it yourself is incredibly, just like you're mentioning, incredibly important for sure. I could not do this without my support structure. I probably wouldn't have tried it without my support structure, to be honest. So that is incredibly important. Being realistic about what you're doing and making sure that you can do it responsibly is the key word, is super important. I'll never forget, early on in my streaming career, a streamer that I streamed beside had a moderate amount of success, and they left their job, a really good job that they really liked, to stream full time, and they did it before they were successful. They did it before streaming was paying the bills, but they thought that they would make it. And not only did they not make it, but they didn't make it after a long period of time, a long downward depressing decline. And then finally, when they got to the point where they literally could not afford living anymore, they went back to their old job just to find that it had been taken by somebody else, and they were out of work for a period of time, and they had to make some really unfortunate sacrifices. So the big thing that I tell people for streaming is, you don't consider streaming full time until streaming is already paying your bills. Only then do you even consider becoming a full-time streamer, and having the support structure behind you. Because yeah, that was a gut-wrenching thing to see somebody really good, a smart person, a smart, good person just falling prey to thinking they could get success and just unfortunately not being able to pull it off. So yeah, important stuff, man. And it's good. And just like Playbenar said, it's important to mention that stuff when we're talking about this. I would always recommend that people try streaming if they want to. I would always recommend giving it their all, but I would also always recommend doing it responsibly and making sure, especially if you have dependents, especially if you have people that rely on you, you have to do it responsibly. Yeah, absolutely have to do it responsibly. Okay, let's get some iron cooking. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more stone, but actually we can go ahead and start working on the Great Hall. We don't need a lot of stone for that. So let's get some iron cooking. Sure, Playbinosh, thanks for bringing it up, dude. Does the stuff you discard on the ground disappear when you log out? Only if it's not in the range of a workbench. If you drop items in range of a workbench, it will theoretically never disappear. If you just drop stuff in the middle of nowhere, then after a few days, it does apparently poof. How did you find the 4th boss marker? I found the 4th boss marker by basically Oh, red. Awesome, dude. Awesome. I found the 4th boss marker by searching the stone structures in the mountain regions, and inside one of the stone structures down here, I found a red pillar that put this on my map. You know those little stone, red glowing stones? You can look for those in those structures. So look for those. Is there any bad side about being a full-time streamer? The worst part about being a full-time streamer is also the best part. The worst part about being a full-time streamer is also arguably the absolute best part of being a streamer. And, you know, after working jobs for 30 years of my life, especially in IT, one of the most soul-crushing things in a job that you can work is knowing fundamentally that no matter how much you try, no matter how much you care, it does not matter how much effort you put into your job at the end of the day. And that is such a toxic way for jobs to work. Because the problem is that when you're working an IT job, when you're working a delivery job, when you're working an outdoor job, when you're working in a job where you fundamentally know that you could slack or try your absolute hardest and nothing changes with how much you're compensated, over time, that is soul crushing. So streaming is the opposite. And it's a beautiful thing knowing that every single minute I put into this job comes back to me. Knowing that the more I put into this job, the more I get out of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. And it's one of the hardest things to put down that I've ever known in my life because of all the other jobs I've had. Like when it's the same, it's the opposite end of the scale. It's when you fundamentally understand that no matter how hard you do, doesn't put in, you don't get anything back from it, to then swing to the other end and know that every second and every bit of effort you pour into it has tangible, real gains, then it makes it so you're always kind of on. I mean, you're talking to a guy that hasn't taken a real vacation in 8 years. There's a reason for that. So I streamed for 2,000 days straight. You know what I mean? Like, it's a beautiful thing, but it does things to you, man. It does things to you. So that's the best and worst part about being a streamer. It's amazing, and it's also kind of like, you are your own way to move forward. That's how that works. Yeah. So it's amazing, and it's also like it's something else. So that being said, I will say this. You're talking to a guy that used to stream like 12 to 16 hours every single day. And as you guys notice, I now take half days. I leave early. Like there's no question over time it's gotten a lot better. You know, and especially since like I signed with Twitch and stuff, which I did a few months back. Like, things have gotten so much better these days. But there was certainly like like many years of my life, especially when I was not yet successful, where that feeling was at times overwhelming. It was overwhelming. These days it's hugely better. It's hugely better. But yeah, there were certainly times when it was not. Yeah, so. Yeah. Playbonaut says, what you really need to keep in mind is that streaming is a marathon and not a sprint. You need consistency, you need to pace yourself, and don't expect immediate success overnight. Make sure you don't burn out before your plane takes off. Yeah, that's a great way to say it too, dude. It's a great way to say it. There's a reason that I stream 8 to 4 most days. Now, granted, recently I've been doing the cozy streams, so that kind of puts things on its head. But most days, especially before the cozy streams, I'd be off at 4 every day, and that would be it. Granted, I treat it like a real job, and I get up every morning at 6:30, and I'm on at 8 a.m. ET. But you know, like I treat it like an 8 to 4, a 9 to 5. It's the same thing. So yeah, the more kind of professionally minded you go into streaming, I feel like the more you can kind of get out of it, which is pretty cool, honestly. Yeah. That's one of the other things I really like about it. I'm super glad that that worked out. I basically took a lot of the stuff that I knew about project management and my work in multiple years in IT and just brought it into streaming, and it worked really well. Oh, fantastic, Nuriel. Thank you so much. And a big shout out and thank you to Red as well. It looks like Red got our tips and tricks playlist up. So some people earlier were asking about this. In fact, I think Nuriel has already, amazingly, got it in the chat. Let me check here real quick. Oh, it's in Valheim tips. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so here's Valheim tips. Excellent. So we got like earth smoothing tips, raising earth and terraforming tips, building integrity system tips. Awesome. Great. Somebody earlier was asking about the building integrity stuff. It's all in this video. All in this video. Speaking of which, let's see here. What did Nuriel say? Hold on. I missed what Nuri said. Hold on, what I missed from Nuri. Read the flashing. Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay, cool. Oh shoot, I'm super encumbered. How do you keep the wood floors and gates from taking damage without a roof? My structures and wooden path always take damage every time it storms. Orlay, that will always happen, but it's important to keep in mind that your structures will never degrade past 50%. So don't worry about it. They'll look a little funky, but you're good to go. But yeah. Pirate King says, wait, was Cohh signed with someone else at some point? You mean when I say I'm signed with Twitch? No. But no, there's the thing is there's 3 levels you can be with Twitch right now. You can be an affiliate with Twitch, you can be a partner with Twitch, and you can be signed with Twitch. And signed is a much more connected way to be. It's a way that can take a lot of stress off the streamers, as it has for me as well. Obviously, I can't get into like a lot of the details due to contractual obligations, but there are many things that being signed with Twitch does to help alleviate a lot of the things that would normally stress a streamer out. Yep. And cheers to you, Beers, your friend. Absolutely. Whatever happened to the Twitch Council, it is definitely still a thing. I will have more to talk about that later. Yep. Oh yes, Barry Carline. That's a good point. There's also ambassadors to Twitch, and he says the council will hear of this. Fair. And I'm sorry about that, sir. I very much should have pointed that out. I hope you accept my apology, and I'm sorry. I really don't have anything. I apologize. That was extremely just not intelligent of me. Counselor Cohh. Cohh forgot about the ambassadors. It's true. It's true. We'll talk about that. I think Barry wants to see my manager. Okay. So I think we're gonna make one more tips video for the list. This one may take a little bit of time to get on because my YouTube guy Red is already working overtime, so he'll get it up whenever he gets it up. No rush. But I think we should do a beginner's tips video too, like starting out in Valheim, recommendations and things like that, because I get asked that a lot too. So let's do this. We'll do this really quick right here. It's vid at 2:35. Just put it up whenever. Red, no rush. There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Before I make this video, let's cover this topic. So we're gonna cover beginner tips. We're gonna cover make everything. We're gonna cover cut down, harvest everything. We're gonna cover learn parrying, blocking. We're gonna cover how to get to first boss and non-spoiler tips on how to progress there. Benefits of a base. I don't want this to be spoilery at all. Just like what else do people need to know about? I think that covers most things. Reroll boss locations? No. That's a little advanced. Portal placement? That's later. Biomes. You can talk a little bit about biomes. Just like don't wander into a black forest and die. Importance of food. Okay, I don't want this to be like an hour, so yeah, no, we don't need advanced tips like taming. We don't need how to deal with enemies in different biomes outside of meadows. We don't need portals. Comes later. I'll mention portals, but I don't want to spoil it. Mention portals, but I don't want to spoil it. Marking the map. I'll mark that in there. And I think that should be good. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to do this on one tip, or on one take. Oh God, that's not a good way to start. I need more beer. By the way, Jobri and Itaki, thank you so much for the 10 and 5 bombs. Really appreciate it. All right, here we go. Okay. That good? I think we can do that. Please. Thank you. Okay. Awesome. I'm not leaving. No, I'm not. I'm not leaving. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. And you guys are all amazing. Thanks for putting up with that. Thank you. Okay. Sorry for those that already knew all that stuff. Just yapped your ear off here. Oh, damn. I almost said goodnight, chat. No like and subscribe at the end. I've never done that, and I don't think I'm going to. That's not really my style, dude. Same reason you're never going to see me with a PogChamp face on any one of the front of my YouTube videos. Cohh reacts to Cohh reacting to beat. No, not really my speed. Maybe some other time. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we're out here. All right, let's go over. No. Can I drop? We're 559. Oof. Don't bounce into the water. Okay. All right. That'll be okay. Let's try this one now. I don't know how much we need to decide kind of what we want to do with this. Let's do this real quick. This one needs to go up too. Okay. It's Cohhception. It's true. All right, let's put that in there. Let's go get some wood and bring that up too. Oh, B Cuttigan, good to see you, buddy. Thank you, Xana, for doing that. Appreciate it. Is that all I have? Man, I used a lot today. Did I kill the final boss? No. Not only have I not killed the final boss, Sir Shelby, it's Cohh, just like the emote. Not only have I not killed the final boss, but I haven't even, like, I don't even know where he is. I don't even know what to summon him. Nah, I'm way behind on that stuff. Way behind. Your character looks like Thor. Hey, I'll take it, dude. Oh yeah, man. I'll take it. Which boss has been the coolest? I've actually liked all the bosses. Yeah, I've really enjoyed all the bosses. I've liked the bosses are very unique in this game, which was a very pleasant surprise. Yeah, they've all been pretty great. Man, I'm gonna need more core wood. Let's bust this down. I didn't anticipate that. Although I think we're right near to a bunch of core wood, so not too big of a deal. Do I have any more core wood? Let's see. Got what, 14 on me? How much do these things cost? Only 2. Okay, so I can do like 7 more. That's not too bad. There's that one. You know, I might not need these here. So what I want to do is I want to curve the wall in, but I think due to the limitations of the build system, unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to still do a relatively flat wall, even if I curve in. So do I have any stone? I think I do. We're gonna need to grow out the land a little bit on each side, I think. How do you find the 4th boss? My mountain has eggs but no altar. You may have to keep looking in mountain zones, and one of the mountain zones will hopefully in one of the skeleton towers have a little red thing that you can read, and that will pop the boss in your map. Mm-hmm. Hey, cool, Tiro. Glad you're liking Code Vein, dude. I had a pretty good time with Code Vein up until like a quarter to a third through the game, and it kind of lost me. Hey, it doesn't mean you aren't gonna love it. I hope you do. All right, let's bring 50 of this over. Do we have any stone? That hurts a little bit. That hurts a little bit. Okay. This build has taken so many resources, chat. This is our new interior wall concept, which I actually really like. I think it looks pretty good. So eventually the whole thing will be kind of... eventually this entire thing will be one building. But we're not quite there yet. We're getting there. Not quite there yet. Yeah. That'd be cool. Is RTX on? Yeah. Of course. Kind of like the open concept. I do too. It definitely has some cool stuff to it, but at the same time, I really do want to have like an actual structure. Like I'm trying to put a lot of openness into it, even though it's going to be sealed. Like this, you know, this stuff being a good example. Like up there, you can see like that's super open. You know, all that these windows are too wide and a lot of openness here. So even though it'll be a sealed building, I think it'll still have a good kind of open feel to it. When we're done, we've got a little ways to go, which is why we're going to keep working on this tomorrow. I gotta go, my dudes. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Covered a lot of topics. Did a lot of farming. That iron run was big. We're going to be able to do a lot with that iron run, and I think tomorrow we'll probably start with some farming, some farm tending. Maybe do a little bit of farming for food. And then after that, I think it's just a stone run and then more building and keep going from there. So yeah, we got a lot of the portal stuff done too. For those that didn't see that, we've got a really nice kind of start to our large portal area. We spent a huge amount of stone getting all the land set up and putting that foundation down. So a lot of progress today. A lot of progress today. And tomorrow, I think we're going to make even more. So anyway, dudes, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I will see all of you tomorrow at 8 a.m. ET for more fun and games. Quick reminder, after that, we've got a lot of other fun games coming up after Valheim. So I very much hope you will join us as we parade through all these fun things. And yeah, make sure to check out the tip videos if you haven't. I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your evening. See you tomorrow.